I am back talking about Bethesda content. I want to talk about one of the biggest debates buzzing in the Elder Scrolls community right now. Skyblivion versus the rumored official Oblivion Remaster. On one hand, we have a fan-driven project that's a decade in the making, built entirely by volunteers with no corporate backing. On the other hand, the other stinky hand, a little stinky hand, there's a strong rumor that Bethesda is gearing up to announce an official remaster of Oblivion this month, January. It is a game that holds a special place in mine and many of our hearts. I mean, this channel is named after the best DLC of all time, the Horse Armor DLC for Oblivion. The question is, what does this mean for both projects? And more importantly, what does it mean for us as fans? So Skyblivion, as we all know, is a labor of love, dude. Created by a dedicated modding team at the Elder Scrolls Renewal. And these aren't people being paid, by the way. They're doing it purely out of passion for Oblivion and the Elder Scrolls universe. For years, they have been rebuilding Oblivion using Skyrim's engine, crafting everything from the landscape to the characters with updated assets and modern mechanics. They've had to painstakingly recreate every single asset in the game, from spoons to plates to armor, every piece of weapons you find. Even the flowers are getting redone, dude. It is a project built for fans, by fans, and it's grown into a symbol of what the Elder Scrolls community can achieve when given enough time and support. I discovered this project about 5 years ago on Reddit, and I have been stoked for its release ever since, and I can't believe that we are finally almost there. Meanwhile, on that stinky hand, rumors of an official Oblivion remaster have been swirling, with some suggesting it might even be announced at an upcoming event at the end of January. If this is actually true, this remaster would likely come with Bethesda's backing and resources, meaning it's going to hit consoles, PCs, and maybe next-gen platforms. I don't know. I mean, Bethesda has experience with remasters, as we have seen with Skyrim Special Edition, but I feel like myself and other fans are questioning whether an official remaster would even measure up to Skyblivion's scope and ambition. Which, isn't that a weird thing to, say or think? I mean, I feel weird just saying that out loud. A free mod that's driven and developed by volunteers and unpaid fans, in my mind, it's somehow better than an official remaster by a company that seems to have unlimited resources. Something else that's weird to think about is the timing. One of the biggest concerns for me surrounding this official remaster and Skyblivion is the timing. Skyblivion is reportedly nearing completion, as you've probably seen in some footage in this video so far, with the team teasing a 2025 release, but I don't really think it's much of a tease anymore. I think they're pretty concrete that it's coming out this year. If Bethesda's remaster comes out first, or even around the same time as Skyblivion, it could overshadow years of unpaid work by modders. Players who, might have been excited to try Skyblivion could just instead gravitate towards the remaster because it's more accessible and, I guess, its official status. I know where I stand with this, though. I'm way more excited for the Skyblivion project rather than an official remaster release. Am I gonna play both? Oh, definitely. We haven't even had confirmation, let alone gameplay or first looks at the official Bethesda remaster. But without even seeing it, I can tell you for certain that the fan-made version is 10x the level of detail, at least, okay? It's because it's made with passion, alright? Then there's also this whole, ethical dilemma. Skyblivion has been in the works for over a decade. This freaking team, dude, they have been tirelessly recreating a classic for free. If Bethesda releases an official remaster, it might feel like the corporation is stepping on the toes of a community-driven project. We've all heard, oh, Bethesda loves their modders. Yeah, right. Of course, Bethesda owns the rights to Oblivion, so, they're within their legal right to do this. Legal doesn't always mean ethical, especially in the eyes of fans who have watched Skyblivion grow from a small idea into a massive undertaking. So you can't really blame Bethesda. mean, they own the Elder Scrolls, meaning if they want to make their own Oblivion Remaster, they can do that. Is it kind of a rug pull for Skyblivion developers? Yeah, a little bit. And I think that if this makes you upset, that just means you're a normal person. I mean, I feel like any normal fan would be upset about this. From a gameplay perspective, I think that Skyblivion offers something way more unique than an official remaster might. I mean, Skyblivion literally has the creativity and personal touches that the modding community brings. This team, dude, has gone... I mean, I really encourage you to go, like, on YouTube and, you know, watch some developer diaries or go to the website and check out some screenshots. I mean, they haven't just improved the graphics, but also mechanics, quests, adding quests, quality of life features that the original game didn't have. You know, it's more than just a visual upgrade. It's a reimagining. It is a legit remake, which we don't get that much of anymore. Not even just Bethesda. We just really don't get remakes anymore. These guys are even remaking the DLC for Oblivion, and I'm pretty sure that will be available when the mod launches. On top of all that, they're adding droves of new custom content, new objects, new armor and weapons, new quests, and if I heard correctly, they're also adding something like 20 new soundtracks or songs into the game. Bethesda's remaster, on the other hand, would likely stick closer to the original experience, possibly just upgraded visuals. I mean, I feel silly even about saying this, but maybe bug fixes, I don't know, and modern platform support. This is, of course, kind of disappointing on Bethesda's part, and I think it's only disappointing because of the existence of Skyblivion. It's kind of ironic, really, when you take a step back and look at the most recent Bethesda content. It's just lazy. No other word to describe it. It's hilariously ironic that unpaid volunteers can make something as wonderful as Skyblivion, but the actual creators of the game will probably just give it a new coat of paint, just a visual upgrade. And I think that if you believe Bethesda will go above and beyond for this remaster, then you are naive. You are extremely naive. Sorry, but they're not going to get anywhere close to the detail Skyblivion is going to showcase. And before you say that, well, Skyblivion's had more time, okay, Bethesda is a, if not multi-hundred millionaire, I'm pretty sure Bethesda's a billionaire company backed by another billionaire company, Microsoft. I mean, where in your mind do you not see that? I mean, it really, I can't even begin to explain what I'm thinking right now, but it really goes to show how people really don't have any faith in larger studios anymore, because with all these unlimited resources, you know, they're pretty much getting shit on by these mod teams or these AA creators like GGG with Path of Exile 2 that released lately. But yeah, I don't think they're going to get anywhere close to Skyblivion, and I think it's really going to show. I think it's really going to show, and I'm very excited to see the comparison videos between Skyblivion and the official remaster, if that rumor is true. Now for something positive about the official remaster. You know how I love being positive. If the remaster rumor is true, one potential benefit, I think, is that it could bring Oblivion to a broader audience, and I think that there's nothing negative in that. Nothing negative at all about that. Not everyone is familiar with mods. You know, not everybody is comfortable installing something as massive as Skyblivion, and I think that an official remaster would be like a plug-and-play solution, you know, appealing to casual players and console users who just want to dive in without dealing with extra steps. In this sense, I think that both projects could coexist, serving different segments of the Elder Scrolls fanbase, but also kind of like as one. On the flip side, I think that the comparison between the two could put pressure on Bethesda, like a lot of pressure. Skyblivion is shaping up to be a full-blown remake, as we've seen. It's not just a remaster, and it's already generating a load of hype. If Bethesda's remaster doesn't offer, you know, enough upgrades or feels like a lazy cash grab, it could really backfire. Fans are already wary of the remaster treadmill that, you know, some companies fall into. You know, where they release slightly updated versions of older games without much effort. I am betting that Bethesda's version will have a price tag. Duh. And I bet that price tag is at least $40. And that's where most, if not all, of my frustration comes into play. Imagine Bethesda slapping a pretty filter over their game, calling it a day, and charging customers who already have the original Oblivion and 5 versions of Skyrim in their Steam library. It's pathetic, honestly. I get that they have to make money. I get that. That's reasonable. I mean, they already have a lot of money considering they're with Microsoft now, but it's just hilarious that a mod team of volunteers can pump out something of much more quality just for free. So what would the best case scenario be? Ideally, Bethesda could embrace Skyblivion as part of the Elder Scrolls legacy. I think that would be nice. Maybe even acknowledge it during their marketing for the remaster or offer official support, similar to how they've worked with mods in the Creation Club. This will not only show respect for the modding community, but also create goodwill among fans who value both projects. What I'm personally hoping for is that these two versions could coexist. I think that the quality will speak for itself. In terms of comparing these two versions. What I'm really excited for is to see the comparison between the two, though, like I said earlier. It's going to make for some interesting videos, and I'm just excited for a new audience to get to experience Oblivion with a more modern look to it. Ultimately, I think that the question isn't whether one project is better than the other. I think it's about how they can exist on the same plane. Skyblivion, I think, represents the passion and dedication of the community, and I think that the official remaster kind of represents a new generation of players. Both have their place, I think, but the way Bethesda handles the situation will determine how it's remembered. Will it be a celebration of Oblivion's legacy, or will it leave a bad taste in all of our mouths who have poured their heart and soul into keeping their game alive? Bethesda needs to play this very carefully, and I guess we'll see what happens soon. Thank you guys for watching. I'm trying to hop back on the Bethesda content train. Just give me a little bit, I'll have some videos out. Anyway, thanks, see ya.